One face, small face, face near bottom right edge. One face, small face, muting.
Hey guys, this is Skylar. If you're new to my channel, I am completely blind. I am autistic, and I have a chronic heart condition. Just a few days ago, I was asked by TheReviewSpot. I commented on one of his videos, and he asked me, if you're blind, how did you comment on this video? And then he said, I gave him a really long answer, and then he goes, if you're blind, how did you read this comment? Can you read this comment if you're blind? Blah, blah. And those were really, I hate to say this, but they were uneducated questions, so they kind of aggravated me. I'm not saying that he's a bad person. I'm just saying he might be a little uneducated, but I'm here to educate people about blind people. Now, as far as liking reading comments, my device that I have, it has audio software built into it. So I need a sighted person, sighted means somebody with vision, to set it up. So they would go into settings, they would go into voice, they would go into accessibility, and they would go into voiceover, and then they would turn voiceover on. And then it would talk back. It would tell you what's on the screen, it tells you what button you hit, it tells you everything. So like, the only reason it's not talking now is because I muted it so I could make this video. But like if I was in like a YouTube video, I could go down in the comments section and then open up the comments, and it would say, my name, Dringa Vlogs, add a public comment. I would click on that, and then I would begin to type. And as I type, it tells me what letters I'm pushing. So if I push the A button, it would say A. And then I push the B button, vice versa, it would say B. C button, it would say C. And my keyboard is not Braille, it's a regular QWERTY keyboard, okay? And now, the review spot asked me something about typing. How did I learn to type? Well, I have in elementary, when technology was not so advanced, we still had software for the blind. It was called JAWS. Now, we used a regular desktop computer that you could probably buy off of Amazon or something, just regular desktop, okay, nothing special. And then we would program, or the staff would program JAWS, the software, into the desktop computer. This allowed a blind student to type and go on the web and make emails and stuff like that, because it does the same thing as my voiceover does. It talks, it reads the screen, it tells you what button you're pushing, it tells you when you're deleting something, it tells you what page you're at. See, now with my device, it's a little bit more advanced. I can send links, I can share links, I can message, I can mail, I can send vlogs. Even when I get notifications, my device says new notification from whatever app. Like, it might be messages, it might be mail, it might be YouTube, blah, blah, blah. It'll say new notification from mail, new notification from messages, new notification from YouTube, and then it'll read it out to me. Like if I was in a web page, what I would do is I would arrow down, arrow by arrow, and it would read the screen, line by line. If there was something that I like, or let's say I want to copy and, sorry, that's the dog. Let's say I want to copy and paste something into a document from a web page, I can do that too. Now it is hard. You have to move your hand just right, and if you move it one hair wrong, you're going to mess up your whole entire document. But it is doable to copy and paste text from this device as far as the screen reader goes. I can also take selfies because my camera will say one face, large face, face centered, or it'll say face near left edge or face near right edge. So I will know how to align myself with the camera, because it tells me. And I always do the 10-second timer when I'm taking selfies, so yeah. Anyways, so then I can copy selfies and send them to my friends and stuff like that. Now, as far as getting around, because I live with my mom, you see I have a heart condition. So I need round-the-clock care. I have this pump full of IV medication, and I can't see in order to mix this medication. So my mom, she pretty much handles all of my medications, and she prepares them, she mixes that, and things like that. So as far as like breakfast, I can pour myself a bowl of cereal. I usually put my finger in the bowl so that I know how much I'm pouring. We have little markers on the microwave, like little dots and stuff, so I know where the 5 and the 0 and the cancel and the start button are because of those little dots. So I can heat up bacon in the microwave 3 minutes. I can make coffee because I have instant coffee where you just add a cup of water. Again, I put my finger in the cup of water so I know how much is going in. Now, as far as getting around, when I was on campus at school, we would do something called sighted guide, which is where a sighted person with vision, guides a blind person without vision. The blind person will hold on to the sighted person's elbow, so that the blind person is to the side of and slightly behind the sighted person, and the sighted person just has to walk. If the blind person's paying attention, the blind person will be able to feel if the sighted person is going left, right, stepping over a curb, stopping, going fast, going slow, whatever. As long as the two people don't, separate. So, and when we weren't doing sighted guide, we were using our canes out in front of us. Now, our canes were long enough so that, we'd put it on the ground and you just move it from left to right in front of you. Our canes were made long enough so that we had 3 steps to take before we bumped into whatever was in front of us. It could be a wall, a curb, a crack. It could be, even a pool of water, even something like that. We would know it was there if we had our cane, because our cane was like, think of it as an extension to your arm. It can feel out in front of you. Now, I don't really use my cane because, again, I live with my mom, so mostly we do sighted guide. But, yeah. Review Spot, I hope I answered all your questions about blind people. Oh, one more thing. My device can hook up wirelessly to a wireless printer. So, what I do is I can type in an email document whatever I want to say, and then I will go and hit the print button, and it will print it out in print so that sighted people with vision can read what I have to say. So there's a lot of stuff that blind people can do. Now, we might be limited, but yeah, there's a lot. So I hope I was able to answer your questions.